All right, Robert Carter, SANY District Technology host, coming back to you with Planbook.com. We're going to look in this video how to extend and bump lessons. So it's going to be important for you to know this and the differences so that you can maintain your Planbook accurately so as to ensure proper classroom management and the ability for administration to see what's going on in your classroom. So there are going to be two options for this, and you're going to select them from this area right here. You're going to see bump forward, bump backward. You're going to see extend lesson. Those are going to be the three areas that I'm going to look at in particular. Now, the key thing in terms of Planbook.com is knowing the difference between the two lessons. Bumping is specifically taking that lesson and moving it forward. It will vacate the day that you started in, and it will populate the day before or the day after, depending on whether you're bumping forward or backwards, or even how many days. So let me show you what this looks like. If I were to bump forward one day, you see that the previous day vacated, and I've got to fill in those plans, and the next day populated. Now, I can also bump multiple days, and it moves forward again. Bumping is the moving of things. Think of it more almost even like a copy and paste situation. Now, if I were to take and move this guy back, I'm going to copy and paste it back into this day. I'm going to show you what an extension looks like. So now an extension is more of a copy and paste situation. So maybe in this case, your students had a hard time finishing a lesson, or you want to teach concepts or something. So you're going to take that lesson, teach it again the next day. Maybe you alter the warm-up. Maybe you're altering the, ticket out the door. But for all intents and purposes, you're going to repeat that lesson, the standards, and everything involved. Okay? So I'm going to take this guy, and I'm going to go down to extend. And I'm going to extend it for 2 days. Now, as you see, I've taken that lesson, and I've moved it over through 3 separate days of instruction. Now, maybe that lesson is a project that's taking you longer than expected, or, any number of other circumstances. So in this case, you've got to be careful about a couple of quick things. Number one, selecting the correct thing. As I said, extending lessons is going to copy that through the days. It will not vacate the day that you're extending from. It will just push it forward. So as I said, typical situations is you set out a lesson and maybe the pacing was wrong and you need more time with it, or the kids are struggling, so you're going to extend. As opposed to bumping, just maybe means that you're not ready to teach that yet. So if I'm going to maybe bump this particular lesson, I could even bump it upwards of 4 days. So this is now off to this week here. Now, with bumping and extending, you have to be very careful, because as you bump and extend, it pushes all your other lessons forward, especially the extensions. So when you extend a lesson, everything after it's going to be pushed forward with it. So if you have different lessons, you have to be very careful on what that looks like. Because maybe you even push some existing lessons towards the end of the year straight off your existing plan book. So, in summary, bumping vacates the day. So if I wanted to bump 1 day forward, that vacates the day and pushes it forward. Okay? And I'll show you bump backwards. Again, it vacates the day, moves forward. It will overwrite if something is there. It will make sure that that gets moved as well. So if I were to do this, excuse me. I'm going to change this so that you can see the difference. Okay, now that you see the difference between, I'm going to bump this forward 1 day. You see everything gets shifted with it. Okay? Now if I take both of these and move them back, And now I'm going to extend this lesson by a day. This day did not vacate. It just simply added a day and pushed the rest of your lessons forward. Okay. I hope this was of some help. If you have any questions, please email me. Thank you.